Alright guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to back up your saves onto the Nintendo Save Cloud and also download them, and just kind of explain how this is going to work with the Nintendo Switch 2 coming out in a couple weeks. So yeah, let's get right into it. First we'll start with uploading your save data. So obviously you need to already have some save data for your games. In this case, you know, I've got Smash Ultimate, I've got some saves on these other games. So to access our save data, we need to go to the system settings, scroll down to data management, and then save data cloud. Now keep in mind, I'm not 100% sure if they limit this to online anymore. I know that they used to limit it to online members only. So if you have Nintendo Switch Online, you can do this. If you don't, I would recommend getting it, even just the $20 package. It's worth it for 20 bucks a year with the stuff you get. So yeah, you can select your user. In this case, we're picking my account, and it's going to show us all of our save data. And as you can see, Smash Ultimate is backed up, Mario Kart 8 is backed up, and then you can see a bunch of other ones that are backed up or aren't backed up or don't have save data, or there's an error, and we'll talk about that in a second as well. You can also view the save data you have on your cloud that's not on the console, and this is just going to be a bunch of other games that you can select and download the save data for. But first, let's take a look at a game that we want to back up. So let's say we want to back up my save for Hollow Knight. Well, as you can see, an error has occurred. This just means that there is a save on my cloud that conflicts with the save that I have on my system. So we can select it. It's going to say this, just close. And they're going to have two options. You're going to see at the top my backup save, which is from February 2022, and then my recent save, which is from May this year, 2025. So if you want to back up the save data that is on this system, you need to select the backup save data button. And keep in mind, it's going to overwrite the save data in the cloud if you already have any. Vice versa, if you want to download save data, it will overwrite any save data that's on the console with the downloaded save data from the cloud. So this would be the time to take the SD card out, plug it into a computer if you want to keep your save data on this system safe without overwriting it, copy it onto a computer, then download the saves from the cloud. So in this case, we're going to download my save data from the cloud because I had it on an old Switch, I backed it up, and this is a different system that doesn't have my old data. So we're going to overwrite the console save data, and you can see right there, it's going to download. Shouldn't take too long for most save datas. And boom, it completely overwrote the save data that was on the console and is now perfectly synced with the cloud. As you can see, that changed to backed up. And again, it does work exactly the same way as backing your save data to the cloud. It will overwrite the save data in the cloud. Now let's talk about some games that do not support this feature. Most notably, this is going to get a lot of people: Pokemon games and Minecraft. For whatever reason, Game Freak really does not like the idea of backing up save to the Nintendo Save Cloud, so you cannot back up. I know I only have Unite and Legends Arceus here, but this also applies to the Let's Go games, the Scarlet and Violet games, and the Sword and Shield games. Any Pokemon game on the Switch cannot be backed up to the save cloud. So for these save datas, you'll need to either move them off of the SD card onto a computer and then onto the micro SD express card that you might be getting for your Switch 2, or you're going to need to do a system transfer when you get your Switch 2. And if you are trading in your current system for their trade-in deal to get the Switch 2, they will be allowing, at least most locations will be allowing you to do a transfer trade, so you can get your Switch 2, transfer your system data from your old one to the Switch 2, and then trade your system in so you don't lose anything. So you do not have to worry if that's what you are going to do. In my case, I'm keeping this Switch for a collection purpose, so I'll be able to do it no problem. But if you are trading in your current Switch for a Switch 2, do not worry, GameStop is doing a transfer trade. But Minecraft as well applies to this, so Minecraft is going to be a game that you're going to need to transfer manually or back up on your computer and add to a new SD card once we get our hands on the micro SD express cards. There are also going to be games on here that just say backup save data found, and these are just games that you have save data for in the cloud that aren't currently, the game itself isn't currently downloaded on the system. So like I have save data for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I don't have the game currently downloaded on the Switch. I can download the save data, but it's not really going to do anything because I don't have the game installed. So you would want to install the game first. And yeah, just make sure that all the games that just in case something goes wrong during the transfer, if you do a system transfer for your current system to your Switch 2, before you do any of that, just make sure that all of your, for some reason Pokemon Home does not apply to the Pokemon rule, but every other Pokemon game I assure you it does. Just make sure before you do a system transfer, just to be safe, that if you're not copying all your save data onto a computer and then doing a system transfer, at least back your save data up to your Nintendo Switch Cloud. Just in case something goes wrong in the system transfer and you lose all of that from your old system, you'll be able to get most of your save data recovered from the Nintendo Switch Cloud. Once you log in on your Switch 2, you can just download the games and download the save data onto the system. So yeah, that's how you can back up, download, and a little bit of information about the Switch 2 regarding your save cloud, your save data. There's also some other settings. You can turn on automatic save data, automatic save download. There's some advanced settings. You can delete backup saves. And that's all pretty self-explanatory, but hopefully this helped you out a little bit. This video is a little bit longer than I would have liked it to be. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment, are you excited for the Switch 2, and what game is most exciting you? For me, it's definitely got to be Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm super excited. I love Donkey Kong. I have been itching for a new Donkey Kong game ever since Tropical Freeze, so I'm very happy we're getting a Donkey Kong game. But that's going to be it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.